Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plants, and today we are making a sheet that my patrons over on Patreon requested. We are going to be making a book tracker extra page to stick in your planner. I feel like I just don't have time to like sit down and read books, so I usually do Audible. But I still think I'll probably use this to write down like the books that I've been listening to over on Audible because I'm still reading. I'm just not physically sitting down and reading. I'm always just on the go. Okay, so I have a blank sheet of paper. This is just some like thick cardstock that I got from Amazon, and I cut it down to size of my classic Happy Planner. And then I printed out and had my Cricut cut a book tracker thing for me. I kind of made it a little too big. I probably, if I did it over, would make it a little bit smaller. But I think this font is so much fun. I got it on dafont.com and I did link it down below because I never remember what fonts, and I tried really hard to make sure I paid attention this time to what fonts I was choosing because I just feel like I have so many. But I think this one's fun because it has like the brush, kind of like a brush vibe to it. And I just think it looks really cool. I'm also pulling out Bookish and Books Are Magic, and then we're just going to see what we can do. I think I'm also going to use shapes because I think shapes for this would be fun. So I'm just going to do how I would make a book tracker. Obviously, you can adjust for what you might need if you're somebody that like reads a book a week, or you know, you read a book a day, whatever that is awesome. I'm lucky if I can finish my Audible book in the same month I started it, because there's sometimes where like really I only listen to it in the car. I'm hardly in the car anymore, and then on top of that sometimes I just need silence, so it really just depends. But my goal is to definitely read some more books, and I actually listened to a lot of books last year, and I wish I had like a tracker of everything that I listen to. I mean, I guess I kind of do because I can open my Audible and look, but you know, it would be nice to have those things closer. So I'm choosing Jewel Tone shapes because I feel like the colors in these books go really well with the Books Are Magic and Bookish sticker books. So that's why I'm pulling out that. I'm also going to grab my black Date It, and I'm just going to choose a random font so I can pull out a 2024 sticker. Multiple things that these can be used for, but I'm going to go ahead and use that for this, and then I'm just going to put it up at the top here. 2024 book tracker, the books I'm listening to, all that good stuff. So I saw lots of fun things. So I'm thinking I'm going to use a shape for actually writing the name of the book. And again, you can do that however you want. Maybe you want to write the author, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't really care. So I'm just going to write the name of the book. And then I'll probably have like another little, either a box or something. I think there's like little banner things, because I think it'd be fun to put like the date that you read it. Maybe you read it from this time to this time. Like, when did you start it? And then compared to like when you finished it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing for mine, because I have these, so I think it might be fun to layer on top of that, and then we can have like a little banner so that way you can write down when you started the book, all that good stuff. I'm kind of like, maybe I kind of want to decorate down the side. I grabbed this book because I thought I had like a lot of book stickers in here, and I apparently used them. I really don't remember using all the book stickers, but apparently I did. But I have these pages, so I'm going to go in and I'm just going to start laying some of these in here, because I just want to create like a little fun look on the spine. So hopefully between the few of these that I had, this will get me a couple of books in here where I can hopefully get it all the way down the set, like this spine here. I don't know. I'm trying to put them in different ways so that way they all look a little bit different. Like, my immediate thought was like, oh, I can use Bookish and blah, blah, blah. And apparently I don't have like a lot of actual book stickers in here, so that's cool. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim them, but then I'm also going to stick them over on the back side, because the goal would be to read enough to have enough books to have to use the back side. So that's why I'm also going to do the back as well. I might not decorate the back right away, but at least if I put these on here, because then this is like the other side of those stickers. So I'm just going to add that right in here, add my little scraps. Then this side can be ready to go for if I do read a lot more than I think I am. So I'm just going to reuse these over on this side because why not? I already know I have enough to fit going all the way down. And then this part is just like scrap. Just throw that away. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so then I need to cut the rest. I'm trying to keep it all as one piece as much as I can. So all I have to do is take it, flip my page over, and put it on the other side. And it's not perfect, but I feel like that's a good way to at least use the rest of that. This one, I think I'm going to have to cut long ways just because there's more sticker that way. And then I might have to add in something else to, or actually no, that should be okay. I think that was like just enough to finish that off. And we finished a sticker page. So that's a win. Okay, so far so good. And we finished a sticker page. So I'm going to rip that out, throw it with all my other sticker sheets. Okay, so I have just a little bit of a decoration going down my sides on both the front and the back. So that makes that pretty easy. So I'll probably only be able to fit a couple on this side. So I definitely think I'm going to need the other side. Some colors I was definitely thinking I really wanted in here was this yellow and this blue. Get this blue down here. And we can do some green. And I think the pink, or even like this more like red color. So I'm just going to place these all over. And then I'm going to go in with these little flags. And I think I'm going to just put them down at the bottom. And then that'll be like the dates from and when, which I need to make sure that I actually write these dates down right when I start a book, because like right now I'm in the middle of a book, but I don't remember when I started. I feel like it was pretty recently. So I might have to do like a rough estimate of when I started it. But, you know, gotta remember to write down when you started it, unless you have a really good memory, which I do not have a good memory. So I gotta make sure that I write things down as I start them. Otherwise, I'm never gonna remember. Okay. I'm trying to see like what fun like little stickers I can add in here just as decoration. So I think that's all I'm going to add. Well, actually, you know what? We can probably add one more. Let's add one more. Let's do like this pretty green shade. And really, I could have utilized this space a lot more to fit more in here, but I kind of want to have room to decorate. And then maybe the other side could be a little bit more structured. This is like being really optimistic that I'm going to listen to that many books. I mean, I probably will. I honestly, last year my husband and I both listened to the Harry Potter books while we moved, which was so much fun. And we listened to it basically like when we painted and did all the things in the house. So I kind of want to read them again because I don't think I was like fully paying attention. And we went through them super quickly. So I'm like, I feel like I could easily go through those books again. And we already have them. So like, I don't even have to worry about anything. Okay, I'm going to add a quote in here. Another thing that's fun that this book has, which I might just use this book. I don't know if I'm going to use the other book. There are review like little stickers, which these could be fun to add. Right now I'm like rereading things from the past just because I'm not mentally ready to start anything new. We're taking it slow. We're taking it slow. So I already know I like some of them because I'm listening to them again when I haven't heard them, you know, in a long time. So, but you definitely could add those in here. I'm kind of just looking at some other colors. I feel like I could add more. Again, this is being really optimistic that I'm actually going to be able to read this many. But it's going along with the fact that I am already doing better at writing in my planner so far this year. So I think if I just keep that and have this as part of my routine to make sure I add in these things, you know, I think I'll be okay. Gonna add in all the books. I kind of don't really want the glasses though. I'm gonna trim off these glasses. I don't know. I'm not feeling the glasses. Maybe that looks worse. But I just was not feeling the glasses. Ooh, I know how I can cover that up. There was a word. I can just change it and have like this little reading sticker. Boop. In there to kind of cover that up. Okay, so I think this side is set. Pretty simple. So let's flip it over and then we'll have this side be a little bit more structured. Because I kind of went a little crazy on that first side. And again, this is being real optimistic. Ooh, you know what we could do too is if you know you're going to be reading a series. So maybe these are just like, there's only one book in like whatever you're reading, like there's not a sequel. Well, if there's ones that have sequels, like I've just like read an entire series, we can do these bigger ones for that series. So like I know that, and then I'm gonna read Harry Potter again. So I'm gonna do some bigger circles for series. I have a lot of books on my list of books I want to try. So if you have any good book recommendations, I'm definitely more into like fantasy, like the Harry Potter vibes. Like that's more my vibe of what I like to read. I don't generally read anything. I really want to read the villain books, like they're the Twisted Tales, but they're about the villains from Disney. I really want to read those. I think those would be so much fun. So like that's more my vibe for things I like to read. I'm not a very like lovey-dovey true story kind of person. Not the vibe. Okay, I'm gonna lift up this sticker just a little bit so I can shove her underneath, because I feel like it'll be better if she's like sticking out of there. So I'm going to use these ones specifically for series. So this is being really optimistic. 3 series in 2024. But I'm already partway through one, so I'm actually going to count one. I like reread Twilight, and I haven't read that since I was like in middle school, and I'm like, can I just count all those as things that I've read like recently? Okay, what's the other book that I pulled out? I don't know where it went. Oh, I have both the books. I've been using both the books. You guys, my brain. I'm like, oh, I'm only going to use one book. I've literally been using both books this entire time. It's fine. I got it. I got it. I'm just struggling. It's okay. Okay, again, I'm not feeling, I don't know, I'm just not feeling the glasses vibe. I don't want the little glasses in here, but I'm going to stick a couple more of the books in here. Maybe we can add another quote that's book related. Ooh, you know what? I think I'm going to do the review trackers on the series things. So, let's see. Just trying to like switch up colors a little bit. Like what it, because we actually have room for these ones. I'm going to put them inside because I have room. I'll have room to write it, and then I can write like book 1 through blah, 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 whatever it is. do that. I'm going to do the ones that have stars in them. All the stars. Okay. Yes. Okay, I need those banners again, which apparently I was using this book for them, and I literally forgot. You guys, this has just been my brain for the last year. I've got it, though. I have really been enjoying listening to books. I think ever since I stopped teaching dance, I just haven't listened to music as much. Because, you know, I always had to listen to music to stay with the times and play the popular music so that my kids didn't get bored. And it's like, ever since I stopped teaching, I just haven't felt the need to listen to music, which is really weird because music is a big part of my life. But, I don't know, I just haven't felt that I needed it as much. I don't know. So, but it's nice listening to books in the car. I think that's like been my new thing until I get super distracted, and then I realize by just like driving, and then I realize I haven't listened to like the last like 20 minutes, so then I have to rewind, which has happened more often than I'd like to admit. So sometimes they take me a little longer because I just realize I completely zoned out, and then I missed, you know, probably an important part. So, but it's fine. We'll get there. So I think this is all I'm going to do for me. This is being real optimistic that I'm going to get through this many books in 2024, but who knows? Maybe I will. I feel like last year it was a little easier because like that's really all we did. I mean, yeah, we listened to music when we were painting, but for the most part, me and him were just like had our headphones in and was just individually listening to our books. So I feel like we had a lot more time last year to listen to books than I feel like I have now, but that very well could change. So who knows? But at least we have the back kind of ready to go. And if for some reason I do read a lot more than I was expecting, then I can just always make another sheet to add on and then just have it be 3 sheets. So I'm not super worried about it. I feel like I want something right here, but there's like nothing that is the right shape, I guess. I'm looking for the shape. I'm not finding anything in the shape that I like, which is fine. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. We can just add in some little circles just to make that look a little bit more fun. Okay, I think that's it. So shapes, my book tracker, kept it really simple, but I'm not a big reader. I used to be when I had time. I just feel like I never have time to sit down. And when I sit down, reading is not, you know, what I want to do. So sometimes though a book will get me in and I'm like having a really hard time not listening to it or whatever. So I think it just kind of depends on the mood and what I need at that time. But yeah, if you have any book recommendations, definitely drop them down below because I apparently need to fill this up now. So there we go. Book tracker all done and set using Bookish and Books Are Magic. And then my jewel tone shapes. Let's get this punched so we can see what it looks like. And there we go. I feel like that's fun. It's simple. But, and then like if you don't read a lot of books, even just doing the front side is fine. But I like this. We're going to try it out. I need to go back and figure out when I started. I think Audible tells you when you got a book. Because I know I started reading it like the day I downloaded it. So I'll have to go back and see like when I started my series. Because I haven't finished it. I didn't finish it. So I'm going to count that as 2024 as reading a series. So there we go, you guys. I so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!